Right, guys, in this video, we're going to be talking about how you can stop being an SMMA sheep and what we mean by that. Tom,
Yeah,
are you an SMMA sheep? Have you ever been an SMMA sheep? And if so, how did you stop being one?
I haven't, but I know a fucking lot of them. So what is an SMMA sheep? Right, I'm going to just clarify this. An SMMA sheep is someone who gorges content online, thinks they can start an agency, does it, and then does exactly the same stuff as everybody else does. It's embarrassing and it's just so cringe. And we're going to just highlight some of the things that everybody does. And we see it time and time and time and time again. I've done a previous video on my Instagram, so if you haven't seen it, just scroll through my feed and see the video I did on how to avoid or are you. And I ask you questions to figure out whether you are an Instagram, sorry, not Instagram, SMMA sheep. And in the comments, I think a few people have written like, "Shit, I am one," or like, "I'm not, thank God." It's hilarious. So what is it? Well, do you know what? This is where people, they have all the good intentions of starting a business and going into SMMA. They then do it, and this is where the sheep factor comes in. So if you've not watched the last video on niches and the best niche to pick, and we talk about niches, we talk in there about naming your business and avoiding naming your business after the niche you're in. One of the things that other people do also, and I was kind of guilty to this bit, is naming your business with the word marketing after it. Now, that's not essential, but everyone does it. Now, you did it. You did it with your one first, but bearing in mind, we're going back 3 years ago. So this is when the SMA world was like really, really different. But in terms of now, everyone does like dentists for you marketing or driveways are us marketing. You know what I mean? And like real estate magic marketing. It's something marketing. Everyone does it. Think outside the box and pick a name that's going to be different, that doesn't necessarily pick a brand, not a name. That's what we kind of say, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you want to pick a brand. That's one thing. The second thing is they gorge content online by other people. And once they've done that, they go, oh, meta ads are what all you need to run. So every sheep, if you're an SMMA sheep, and the reason I will call you an SMMA sheep is if you are running ads for a client on one platform. Meta. That's a sheep.
Yeah.
Sheep. That's what sheep behavior do. And that is what everyone essentially will just do. They offer one platform. How are you a marketing agency when you're running ads on one platform? Yes, there are times when one platform works, and we've got clients we just run ads on Instagram for because we get a great ROI on it. Simple. That's common sense. But if you're not, you have to be dynamic and offer Google ads, TikTok ads, YouTube ads, Snapchat, whatever. So if you're running just ads on Meta, major sheep behavior. The other ones, I would probably put pricing in this too. So they go straight, this bit I love is they've not won a single client ever. Okay. They've got, you know where I go with this. They've not won a single client. They've got no testimonials, but they go straight in at $1,500 a month service fee, with no explanation of how they deserve $1,500 a month. They got no previous history, but they're told by people in the industry that you have to charge $1,500 a month. That's the going rate. It's the going rate minimum for me and you, because we've got well over 30 testimonials in the back pocket. But to someone who hasn't, then why would they pay them $1,500, not us $1,500? We've won clients of $5K, and we've not even had to show testimonials because of the level we're at. But definitely, there's a mindset where people go, "Yeah, you have to charge $1,500. That's SMMA pricing." No, you're a sheep, and you've not listened to the client. You've not understand their budget, what the return is that they could possibly get. You've just gone in because you're told by this person online on YouTube that's the going rate. And you try and land it at 1,500, and you fail. That's sheep behavior, and that's what sheep do.
Yeah,
fully.
My biggest one, mate, if I can add one, is when it comes to outreach, and it makes me cringe when I see these types of messages being sent by SMMA sheep, and it's the ones where you'll find a business on Instagram, you'll DM them, and then you'll email them the same message that says, "Hi, are you ready to 10x your yearly revenue. I can add 100 grand in revenue within 3 months to your business. If you run Facebook ads, you're missing a massive opportunity on the table. My name's Harry. I own a digital marketing agency. I'm going to do these crazy things for your business. If you don't get them, I'm going to charge you nothing. Just rambling shit to the people in this message. And then the bottom says, can we pencil in a call? It's like, stop saying that shit. Like, you're not going to be able to 20x a business's revenue and add 100 grand in revenue in 3 months, probably to any business, let alone saying that to everyone. Like, it's not physically possible. Like, you can't say that, because you just can't. It's not possible. No, obviously it's possible for some businesses, yes, if you've got the right ad spend and you've got the strategy. But if you're saying that to every business, you just look like an idiot, because that's not possible.
Yeah, and that brings us on to the point that, like, Instagram, DMing business owners on Instagram, yes, we, like, in our academy, we teach a particular method, but it's still not our we make it quite clear it's not our preferred
method. And that's only for specific industries.
Yeah,
for 99% of industries, reaching out to businesses on Instagram is just fucking a waste of time, especially when you're combining that with the shitty messages that most people send.
There's just no point doing it.
Yeah. So I think to summarize that, on DMs or emails, sending messages that are completely all about you as an agency and pitching you right away, and the outlandish claims that some people do, is just the biggest one for me. I think that's the biggest hurdle that some people need to get around, is how to actually communicate to business owners in that first contact. Because people just copy and copy and copy, and it's just terrible.
Yeah. If you're doing a copy and paste job on emails and DMs, like Harry's just said, complete sheep behavior, and you don't warrant the business at all.
Even our scripts, mate, that we give our academy members and what we use, yes, it's a copy and paste job, but it's a copy and paste of a skeleton that you then fill in. Isn't it? It's not a copy and paste where you copy, paste, send, copy, paste, send. It's copy, paste, edit, change where we've said to change, depending on the business, then send. So these people that copy and paste, just change the name and business at the top of the email, that's the complete wrong way to do it.
Yeah, and that's people seem to think that is the norm in the industry, and that's what makes you successful. It's so embarrassing.
It's because it's down to, I say this all the time, all of these problems are down to other people that produce content like we produce.
Yeah.
People use those slogans as automate, like get clients on automation.
On autopilot.
On autopilot, Use this automated email strategy that's going to blast 500 emails a day to loads of industries, and you're going to get clients, inbound inquiries. Like, it's down to those people that fuck up everyone. Like, we're lucky enough to just ignore it, and we ignored it from the beginning because we knew the correct way to do it. But it's their fault. It's the fact that they're trying to get the quick buck selling their course that actually fucks up people in the long run, because they think that it's actually possible. And people are probably thinking, these fuckers sell courses. Yeah, we sell courses of the correct way to do it. We don't use sleazy tactics to get it that then fucks up the industry as a whole.
Completely. And I think that's pretty much comes down to I think we've covered everything. I think also one of the big sheep behavior is going for the same niche. Everyone dives straight in and goes for dentists and real estate agents. That's so boring, which is hilarious. And the other thing is I think another bit of sheep behavior is taking advice of people who are not relevant.
Yeah, I agree.
Disconnected, not relevant. It's old info, and they're not living and breathing what we do day in, day out, but they implement what they're telling them. That's what all sheep do. They just follow the crowd.
100%.
It's funny.
It is, mate. It's funny. My final piece is that when someone starts an agency, they spend all of their time building a really nice website, spending ages on a logo to compete with other people that are doing the same thing. Whereas what you should be doing is spending all of that time on actually getting clients and developing your skills. I think that's such sheep behavior, not necessarily sheep within SMMA, but sheep behavior within your community or your network, where you feel like you need to have that pristine website that takes 2 months to build to show your friends and your family that you own a successful agency, rather than spending that time actually building a successful agency.
Yeah, completely.
So I think we've teed off a good few things there. If people are watching this
and
thinking they're a sheep.
Yeah. I think if you're watching it and you're thinking, fucking hell, that's me, then you really need to change what you're doing. Because you think at the time when you're doing it, you think you're cutting edge. You know, we just see it a million times over.
Yeah, I think just put yourself. I think the easiest way is put yourself in the business owner's shoes that you're reaching out to, and think, am I going to blend in with everyone else? Like, am I just saying the same thing? How above and beyond am I really going? How different do I actually seem to these business owners? Just how different am I? And if the answers will not vary, then you need to do something monumental to change that.
Absolutely.
So I think that's
we see so many of them. Yeah, we see. Yeah, it's a good way to end it. We see so many of them, but you don't have to be. You don't have to be.
No, and if you're worried about it and you've got any questions on how you can change that, just drop either of us a message on Instagram, Tom_SMMA, Harry_SMMA, and we can just have a chat. Like we respond to every DM we get. So if you've got any questions,
comment on the video on YouTube and just ask us. We'll get back to them.
Yeah. Cool. So if you enjoyed that video, guys, our previous video, if you've not watched it, was on niches, how to choose the most profitable niche, what that actually means. Is there a most profitable niche? So if you've not watched that, give it a watch. Make sure you subscribe and follow us both on Instagram, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Happy days.